What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Today I'm going to be showing off a fun new Hydreigon Dark Box deck that can one-hit KO the biggest Pokemon VMAX in the Pokemon trading card game, inflict trainer lock, and take bonus prizes. You'll have to see it to believe it. Let's take a look at the list. This deck is absolutely wild when it sets up and a ton of fun to play. It centers around Hydreigon with the Dark Squall ability, which allows you to attach as many darkness energies as you like from your hand to your Pokemon during your turn. And of course, this unlocks all of the best darkness attacks in the game. We've got Umbreon and Darkrai with the Dark Moon-GX attack, which if you have 6 darkness energies attached to the Umbreon and Darkrai, you can one-hit KO any Pokemon that your opponent has in the active position and make it so they cannot play any trainer cards from their hand during their turn. This can allow for some crazy swing plays, one-hit KOing the biggest Pokemon VMAX or Tag Team Pokemon GX, and stopping your opponent from being able to respond by inflicting trainer lock. That's no supporters, no stadiums, and no item cards with that Dark Moon GX. To back up the Umbreon and Darkrai, we've also got Mega Sableye and Tyranitar Tag Team GX with its Greedy Crush attack for 5 energy, deals 210 damage, and if you're knocking out a Pokemon GX or EX, you take an additional prize, which is incredible for knocking out Dedenne-GXs or Choreo-GXs, Mawile GXs. You can take 3 prizes on all of those Pokemon with Mega Sableye and Tyranitar, and fortunately, we've got Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX with that Perfection ability, which allows you to copy any of the Pokemon EX or GX attacks from your bench or the discard pile. So Mewtwo and Mew can use all of these busted attacks if you just pitch the Mega Sableye and Tyranitar, the Umbreon Darkrai, any of these powerful Pokemon GX to the discard pile, which is super easy since we've got Quick Balls in the deck, we've got Dedenne in the deck, we've got Research in the deck, and we've got Viridian. Plenty of options to discard Pokemon from your hand. Another big one-hit KO option we have in the deck is Greninja and Zoroark with its Dark Pulse attack. It does 30 damage plus 30 more damage times the amount of darkness energy attached to all of your Pokemon. And as you see, we've got 14 darkness energy in the deck, meaning we can easily swing for over 300 damage utilizing Greninja and Zoroark's Dark Pulse attack, which is very good. To help set the deck up, we've got Hoopa-GX with the Rogue Ring attack, which allows you to search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand, which is great for setting up your Hydreigon. It's the hardest part of playing this deck is getting that stage 2 Pokemon into play. In a format with Marnie, you're constantly getting your hand reset. It is very difficult to get the stage 2 Pokemon into play, and the Hoopa-GX really helps to kind of smooth that out. To help with consistency, we do have 4 copies of Pokemon Communication in the deck, as well as 4 Quick Ball. We've got 1 copy of Cherish Ball, which is nice for searching out Dedenne-GX to help get some extra draw, but also good for searching out any of your GX Pokemon. We've got 4 copies of Professor's Research, 3 copies of Marnie, 2 copies of Boss's Orders, just 2 copies of Switch as well, and it's just a pretty straightforward deck after that. I mean, we really do just have all of these consistency cards in the deck to help us set up our Hydreigon. Once we get the Hydreigon set up, Dark Squall accelerates a ton of darkness energies into play, and then we just start trainer locking, taking huge knockouts, taking bonus prizes. The Guzzlord GX, forgot to mention, also takes bonus prizes with its Red Banquet attack, does 120 damage, and any Pokemon that's knocked out by damage from that attack allows you to take a bonus prize card. Very good against Mad Party, against Baby Blacephalon, and decks like that. That Guzzlord really carries a lot of weight. And then, of course, we've got the Eldegoss with the Happy Match ability to help bring any of our powerful supporter cards back from the discard pile to our hand. This deck is crazy when it works and a ton of fun to play. You'll have to see it in action. Let me know, what do you think of the Mewtwo and Mew Hydreigon Dark Box deck in the comments below. Looks like we're playing against Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia GX with Zacian. We open a Deino here, and we're going to need an explosive start. This is one of the most aggressive decks in the format. They're going to be aiming to get a turn 2 Altered Creation. If I can knock out the ADP while it uses, Alter Creation, knock out the ADP before it uses Ultimate Ray, then we should be in an amazing spot to potentially win the game. But that is not going to be the easiest thing for us to do. So we will see if we can pull it off. But, I'm not exactly holding my breath. I think probably are going to attach that energy there and then data change and just see if we can find ourselves some decent cards on the other side We've got a Deino. I can throw another Dark Energy into the discard pile, go and get ourselves the Mewtwo and Mew that we will need. And then we can Marnie. And then the goal is to use our Dark Moon GX to knock out the ADP. Now, we do have the Rare Candy and the Hydreigon. And I've got a bunch of stuff, but I don't have any draw in my hand. So, unfortunately, we are just going to have to ram, and then hopefully we top deck a research or a quick ball, something like that, that can get us into some more draw on the following turn. Looks like my opponent is playing Crushing Hammer, so that is a little bit frustrating. We've got, you know, decent chunk of energy here with the Retrieval and the Dark in hand. That's 3 energy. The Rare Candy Hydreigon is also very important for us. My opponent's got Day Change, so they're going to go in with the Dedenne, see 6 new cards, see if they can't find themselves the cards they need. They need a switch, and it looks like they found one. So they are going to be announcing Altered Creation GX. I need a research right now. If I find one, I'd say we've got a very good chance of winning this game. If I can find a research off the top of the deck or a quick ball, I would feel very confident that we have the win. Because, I mean, we've got everything we need. We've got the Rare Candy. We've got, and they're going to check my hand just to make sure with Mawile. We've got everything we need. We've got the Rare Candy. We've got the Hydreigon. Got the Switch. Got some Darkness Energies. You know, we are ready to have an explosive turn if we can just get some additional draw off the top of the deck. So, let's see. We've got a quick ball. All right. I said that we have a chance to win. I said I was pretty confident if we could get some draw off the top of the deck. So quick ball will get us there. I think we're going to retreat into the Mewtwo. After quick ball away the switch. Seems fine. And then we have prized our Crobat, which is bad because it means I cannot dig further. We really want to like Crobat and Dedenne and research. I mean, that would really give us like all the pieces that we need. So we are going to go Day Change, though. We're going to Energy Retrieval. And we've got 2 energy out of the discard pile. And we can start using Dark Squall. We're going to accelerate to the active. And then we got to Day Change. And we're going to see if we can't find 3 more energy and an Umbreon and Darkrai. So here we go, Day Change. And we've got 2 more energy, but no Umbreon and Darkrai yet. So I could put kind of an interesting situation. Kind of stuck. I do have a boss's orders. I could go 5. I could go Greedy Crush, the Dedenne-GX for knockout, which is kind of crazy, right? If I just do that. Or I could Eldegoss and say, all right, I need to Marnie. I need to find an energy, and I need to find a way to discard. It's a tough call here. Go here. Yeah, we're going to go get it. All right, we're going to get the Umbreon and Darkrai, and then we're going to go quick ball away the Umbreon and Darkrai. And we're going to get the Eldegoss. Okay, so this is like everything we want. We've got 5 energy. We go Eldegoss, Marnie, 1 more energy, and we can Dark Moon GX the Arceus Dialga and Palkia. Sure enough, we've got the 1 more energy. This is good. And they will not be able to play any trainer cards this next turn. So the hope is that they can't really do anything. That is the hope. All right, here we go. Dark Moon GX, there it is. The turn 2 Dark Moon, 3 prizes. We've got Energy Retrieval. We've got a Rare Candy and get 2 Hydreigon into play. And a Research. The Research is amazing because it's going to mean that my opponent can't knock out this Mewtwo next turn, right? So they just have to Brave Blade. I'm going to be able to knock out the Zacian in return with the Mewtwo and Mew because we can go Rare Candy, get a second Hydreigon. We can go get the Greninja and Zoroark, put that into the discard pile. And then all I'm going to need to do is take just 1 more knockout to win the game. And my opponent is kind of behind right now, right? So I'm going to Dark Squall these onto Eldegoss just to put them there. In fact, if I had boss's orders and I had a way to Greedy Crush, I mean, we could Greedy Crush on the Dedenne, right? But I don't have all of that in my hand right now, so we're going to Quick Ball. We're going to get the Greninja and Zoroark into the discard pile. And right now we're doing a ton of damage, so we can research, one-hit KO the Zacian. The fear would be if my opponent can actually like Zigzagoon the Mewtwo and build up a new Zacian, right? We're doing 6 times 3, it's 180. Yeah, we're doing more than enough damage, that's for sure. We put one more energy here on the Eldegoss just for good measure, and then we are going to use Dark Pulse there to knock out the Zacian V, 300 damage. And we're going to see if my opponent can respond. If they can't respond to my Mewtwo, then surely we have the game wrapped up. But we do have to find one more attacker. We have to find a Mewtwo. Right now we've got the Hydreigons. The Hydreigon, they scoop it up. There we go. Perfect execution. My opponent had nothing. And we sweep the game with one Mewtwo and Mew-GX. Going first here against Blacephalon. This matchup's not very bad if we can actually set up, since we do have the Guzzlord in our deck, which can take bonus prizes on Blacephalon. So we do like that. I think that with the Cherish Ball, and it's just really tough because we've got the turn 2 Hydreigon in our hand. I think we can just go grab probably Dedenne we're going to want, and then next turn we can, you know, Quick Ball, and I'm going to Quick Ball, and we're going to grab, you know, get rid of the darkness energy here, get ourselves a Deino, and then next turn I just, you know, Quick Ball for whatever, and we just go and get the turn 2 Hydreigon and go from there. We know it's baby Blacephalon, so odds are they're probably not going to disrupt our hand at all. I'm not going to data change right now. I think just wanted to check the deck there with the Cherish Ball, kind of see, you know, what we're looking at, and now we like this hand. We like waiting here. And, you know, if we top deck another Pokemon, that's great, because I can just Pokemon Communicate for whatever I want, and then Quick Ball as well. But, you know, sometimes, yes, so this is exactly what we wanted here. We're going to Pokemon Communicate the Eldegoss and get ourselves the Hydreigon. We can go Rare Candy Hydreigon. And what we want is to, unfortunately, have to Quick Ball away the Viridian. Hate to see that, but it's fine. We're not going to give it to our opponent. Just going to go get the Guzzlord and data change, and the goal is to take 2 prizes on this Blacephalon this turn. But unfortunately, it looks like we're a little bit short of that goal. As nice as that would be, I might have to just data change again this next turn. So I think I am going to probably put the Viridian into play, and honestly, I can Venomous Fang. It's not like the worst thing. We can go here, that out of the deck. See, do I have my second Dedenne? I do. I don't have any supporters in the discard pile yet, so we can't Eldegoss. And I started my Crobat, so I can't dig with Crobat. So a little bit unfortunate, but that's fine. I could go, yeah, we're 1 energy shy. I was going to say I could attach to the active, you know, retrieval. We almost there, but we are not quite there. So I think we were probably just going to go in with the Crobat V next turn, then, you know, do our thing. But if we have to Venomous Fang here, I could retreat in Black Lance. I really don't want to do that, though. I think I'd rather not put a 3-prize Pokemon in the active position. Even taking a KO, I mean, it's very dangerous against baby Blacephalon. I put a 3-prize Pokemon in the active position, then all of a sudden, you know, we're saying that my opponent could Oricorio, they could go and do some other crazy things. So even though we could have used the Umbreon and Darkrai this turn, I just don't think that it was worth it to invest those resources there. I think if my opponent ends up getting all the cards that they need to knock out the Crobat this turn, it's fine. We come back with the Guzzlord, and then eventually we really want to utilize that Dark Moon GX, because Dark Moon GX is incredible with a boss's orders against this Blacephalon deck. You just want to boss up like Zacian, knock it out, or boss up Oricorio, knock it out, make it so that, you know, the opponent cannot play any trainer cards. It gives you the potential for a crazy 4-prize turn, right? Which is just very good. So we'll see what my opponent opts to do here. They might not have the Welder. It looks like they're just going to scoop up the Blacephalon, which is fine. Go in with Jirachi. And honestly, the Crobat can just knock out the Jirachi, and then if my opponent comes up with Blacephalon, that can Guzzlord it, and then we can have a crazy swing turn where we kind of like, use the Dark Moon GX. That might be something that we're looking at doing here. I mean, the Crobat's kind of just doing its thing. The Guzzlord, taking 2 prizes right off rip, though, is very strong. So that is something to consider as well. I'm just going to go ahead and data change. And we will, let's see, Retrieval could get me an extra energy. We can go in with the Guzzlord. I think I'm just going to Retrieval the 1. And then we'll save the Viridian for after. We're going to start loading up the Guzzlord. Data change and see what we draw into here. We've got Mewtwo, Mew, and Research, and I've got Boss. I think, honestly, do I need the Boss right now? No, we can just load up Mewtwo, take the knockout with Venomous Fang, guaranteed to go in with Guzzlord to turn later. I think that's fine. Crobat kind of forces my opponent to actually respond. So I like this, and we're just going to research and then see what our next 7 cards look like. We want to get a lot of energy in play so that my opponent doesn't have an option to just like spit shot my Hydreigon and kind of cheese us that way. We can put some more energy onto Mewtwo, and then we're just in a very good spot. We can retreat and take the 2 prizes with Guzzlord. My opponent could spit shot the Guzzlord, but if they do that, it's like they're taking 1 prize and they're giving me, such an advantage. So I don't really think that that's worth it. They might opt to do that, but I just don't really think that that is going to be worth it for them. I can grab 1 more energy out of the deck and just take a look at the resources I have left. Yeah, we can just throw that energy onto the Mewtwo, and I'm cool to just Venomous Fang. I think we're just fine leading with the Crobat. We started the Crobat. It's cool. Crobat can take a prize, force the Blacephalon to knock out the Crobat, and then the Guzzlord is just waiting here, for the Blacephalon. And there's just no good play my opponent can make to play around the Guzzlord. The Guzzlord's like kind of inevitable. It's happening. And then we have the play at the end of the game where we're going to Guzzlord a Blacephalon for 2 prizes, or I could Guzzlord an Oricorio for 3 prizes. Insane. And then we make the play where we go with the Dark Moon, prevent our opponent from attacking, and kind of just go from there. And I think that that's exactly what's going to end up happening here in this next turn. Is we're going to go in with the Guzzlord. They're going to take 2 prizes. We're going to go with Guzzlord. We're going to take 2 prizes as well, go down to 3, and then we're going to Dark Moon the Blacephalon or whatever Pokemon ends up knocking out the Guzzlord. We're just going to go and Dark Moon it, and then when we do use Dark Moon, we're basically setting up checkmate if I can then Gust or knock out an Oricorio or a Pokemon GX on my opponent's side of the field. Looks like they are going to stack Mewtwo, which seems fine, and they're going to use Fireball Circus, knock out the Crobat. Now we've got the Guzzlord coming in. My opponent isn't going to be able to Gust around the Guzzlord. They're going to have to knock out the Guzzlord. That is just something that they're going to have to deal with, which is going to be very good for us. I do know that they just stacked the deck. Let's go Pokemon Communicate here, see if there's anything else that I want to put into the discard pile. We have, let's see, a pretty good... If I take 2 prizes here with the Guzzlord, get an energy with Viridian, I think we just dig as much as we can, because I'm just going to have to find a boss and more energy. So we're just thinning the deck. Let's just get the Hoopa out. I don't really care, frankly, what my opponent is doing. All I need to do is set it up so that I have a game-winning boss's orders and the energy that I need in my hand. So we're going to accelerate all the energy onto the Mewtwo Mew. Now Spit Shot, if they Spit Shot, Hydreigon, that's not going to be a play that saves them. We go Energy Retrieval, more energies onto the Mewtwo. We need 6. And we've got the Eldegoss in hand so that we are ready for the big Dark Moon play next turn. We're going to Red Banquet, the active, and this should just more or less be checkmate for us because we're going to take our 2 prizes. We're going to Dark Moon something, and then we just have boss's orders for game after that. So getting the switch there is very good as well. Do have the Greninja and Zoroark in the discard pile also. Another play I can make, I could just Greedy Crush. I don't even need to do the Dark Moon play. We just Greedy Crush Oricorio. I mean, this matchup is so good for this deck. Between the Guzzlord taking bonus prizes and Greedy Crush taking bonus prizes on Pokemon GX. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, Greedy Crush just Boss on Oricorio, Greedy Crush for 3 prizes. If, you know, and the Baby Blacephalon deck does not play any hand disruption as well, so we are just free to completely set up our hand and get all of the good cards that we need in our hand, so our opponent cannot play us out of them, which is just, you know, really strong for a Stage 2 deck that tries to set up plays with Rare Candy and so on and so forth. So I do expect that my opponent's going to knock out the Guzzlord, but I don't think that there's anything cute that they can do to stop the checkmate scenario that we have set up. And this card is just so good. I mean, you really only even need just one of the Guzzlord. The Guzzlord, you know, really sets you up with the bonus prizes. Greedy Crush can take the bonus prizes, and it's a shame that Stage 2 Pokemon are so difficult to set up in standard format right now, because you have to, you know, you have to see how much potential a deck like this could have. There's so many extremely strong GX attacks. Dark Moon GX. We've got Rogue Ring here, and a great setup attack. There's the Dark Pulse, which can deal an infinite damage ceiling, right? There are so many options for this deck to take control of a match. The only holdup is that you have to get a Stage 2 Pokemon into play in order to get enough darkness energy down onto your board in order to really use the most powerful attacks available to you. But when you do set up that Hydreigon, I mean, that's why the whole list is really just geared to set up the Hydreigon as consistently as possible, because once you set up that Hydreigon, the whole deck becomes, you know, just kind of open and available to you. It's definitely well played to my opponents. We're going to put the Mewtwo and Mew up, and we're going to go with the Eldegoss here. We've got the Greedy Crush 4-game on the Oricorio GX. Just going here, and we've got Greedy Crush, 210 damage, and we take 3 prizes since it is a Pokemon GX per the extra effect of the attack. GG's to my opponent. Wow, that was crazy. And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, and check out fullgripcodes.com for all of the best Pokemon trading card game online codes. Supporting the shop at Full Grip Codes directly supports the content I create here on Tricky Jim. We've got codes available for instant email delivery and a great selection to choose from, so definitely check it out. The link is in the description below. If you've got extra cards lying around the house, make sure to check out the Full Grip Games buy list. We are always buying bulk, singles, EXs, GXs, full arts, you name it. We are buying cards here at the shop. I've got a video on the buy list page of fullgripgames.com explaining how to use the buy list. You just fill out the buy list with the cards you want to sell us. You send us the cards, and we send you the cash or the store credit or a booster box. It really is that easy. Y'all take it easy and have a great day, and I'll catch you later on Twitch. Peace.